Okay everyone, before you get mad, just remember this is objective commentary. When I see a topic in the NBA that provides a greater teaching point, I like to cover it. You can unsub, you can call me a hater, but at the end of the day, this channel is to build a community of people who think differently about the game. Anyways, this is just going to be a quick update to our last Nets video. I'm also working on a Zach Norville video, and that's going to be up very soon, but I wanted to get this one out while the topic is still fresh. Tonight, Kyrie Irving scored 28 points, shooting 11 for 20 from the field, with 7 rebounds and 6 assists in 31 minutes. Unfortunately, all this translated out to was the Nets giving the Miles Turner-less Pacers their first win of the season. How are the Nets losing to these mediocre teams while Kyrie Irving is putting up these amazing numbers? First of all, the Brooklyn Nets defense was absolutely terrible, with Domantas Sabonis eating DeAndre Jordan alive. They were only able to force Indiana into 7 turnovers, but the Pacers were able to get very easy high percentage shots off. Just remember that last statement because it'll become relevant later on in the video. I know it's a small sample size, and it's way too early to tell, but thus far, most of the Nets' problems are the exact things we covered in our wildly unpopular first Nets video. That is, Kyrie's playing style disrupts their offense and limits his teammates. As of this morning, Kyrie Irving was leading the NBA in points per game, averaging 37.7. He was also number 1 in the league in usage rating at 37.5%. The only 2 guys ahead of him are Taco Fall and Jonathan Motley, and they played a combined total of 8 minutes. But for guys who've played more than 100 minutes so far this season, it's Kyrie Irving at number 1, with Kawhi Leonard, Trae Young, and James Harden following him. Usage rating is very telling. Remember, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant did not start winning their championships until their usage rating was reduced. The other key facts on Kyrie Irving's season thus far is he scored 50 points in a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, 37 points in a loss to the Memphis Grizzlies, and 28 points in a loss to the Pacers. The only win that the Nets have so far was against the New York Knicks, and not coincidentally, that's the only game that Kyrie Irving has taken less than 20 field goals. The numbers simply don't lie. It's Kyrie's playing style that's problematic for the teams he's on, that high degree of difficulty basketball, that dribble a hole in the floor basketball, slowing down possessions, and knocking down turnaround jumpers over 2 bigs. I'm going to paraphrase what Bob Hurley said. Basketball is not gymnastics. You don't get a point for a degree of difficulty. Yes, Kyrie Irving is amazing at shooting low percentage shots. However, a low percentage shot is still worth 2 points. And a contested 3 that somehow requires 9 dribbles to take is only still worth 3 points. This style of play is very overrated. And when you're able to score like that at a high percentage, it's very difficult to argue with the player. Because honestly, it's truly a remarkable feat to be able to pull off. However, over the course of the game, these low percentage shots start to add up. Or rather, they don't add up. In basketball, whichever team gets more quality, high percentage shots usually wins. Guys like Carmelo Anthony and Kyrie Irving, they're good at making difficult shots. They're amazing, but they'll usually get beat by good teams, especially over the course of a long season or a playoff series. So now I'm going to preemptively respond to some of the arguments people are going to make. Kevin Durant is obviously not healthy, and if he was there, the team would be doing a lot better. That's true, Kevin Durant is gone. But we knew even in the summer, KD was going to miss a big part of the season, and people were still saying that the team was going to be better just by adding Kyrie. Another argument is Kyrie is definitely doing his part. He hit a game winner against the New York Knicks. That was an amazing shot. Game winners are low percentage shots, and Kyrie is absolutely the man at hitting low percentage shots. It's a talent in itself. You're going to make some, you're going to miss some, and literally in the next game against the Memphis Grizzlies, Kyrie Irving attempted another game winner and was blocked by Ja Morant. He also missed a game winner versus the Timberwolves opening night, so he's 1 for 3 on the season in game winners so far. Not bad. However, a lot of people were saying this was going to be the 2 or the 3 seed in the East, and it's going to definitely take more than hitting a game winner against the New York Knicks, who are 1-4 this year, if they plan on accomplishing anything like that. Another excuse is that the second unit blew the game in the third quarter. Everyone was saying that the Nets were going to be better with Kyrie Irving, knowing that bringing him on meant losing guys like Damari Carroll, Gerald Dudley, and Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Now you're sort of retroactively making the excuse that he doesn't have the help right now. But again, at the end of the day, you see Kyrie Irving scoring 50 points, 28 points, 30 points, and on the surface level, it looks like he's the superstar and the rest of his team is letting him down. The commentators on Crunch Time even said, Kyrie basically of the starting 5 is the only one getting the job done tonight. And you don't think over the course of the season, with the media and the fans and the YouTube commentators blaming the supporting cast, the players are going to start getting resentful and the overall team chemistry will degrade. That same chemistry that was so amazing in last year's playoffs, that chemistry will be compromised. And speaking on chemistry, the other big issue is that there are reports that Kyrie's mood swings are a problem to the team. While this has been denied, and I'm not going to read too much into it, just remember there have been many rumors about Kyrie Irving and his personality issues in the past. This isn't the first one. And where there's smoke, there's likely fire. So this is definitely something to keep an eye on in the near future. I saw Jalen Rose commentating on this the other day, and Jalen Rose is a real intelligent person and somebody I like to listen to. His point was basically that in any job or any kind of family situation, you're going to run into aloof personalities to work with, and you just have to deal with them. But former players notoriously have the view that it's the player's right to play in the NBA, that even though it's a job, it's somehow different than any other profession. If you show up to work and you're a moody coworker and you have personality issues, in the real world, you can be fired for that. It just seems like more apologetic behavior. And finally, the other argument that I'm going to hear is that you need to give this team time to gel. And that's absolutely true. However, that's Kyrie's job. It's Kyrie's job to fit into what the Nets were doing last year, to fit in with the culture, to fit in with the style that was working, as opposed to imposing his playing style and hoping everybody else fits in with him. That's the mindset he's going into this season with. And it's obvious. His usage rating is incredibly high, he takes a lot of shots, and as of right now, the team is suffering because of that. I also have to address his passing, as he is able to create some beautiful scoring opportunities for his teammates. However, everything goes through Kyrie, and the possessions are very linear, from Kyrie to whomever's scoring. So while he does find his teammates, there isn't true ball movement that gets everyone touches and collapses the defense. It's just the QB to wide receivers. The team's been running a lot of horn sets and having Kyrie hit people off the screen. It's just not that freewheeling fast break offense they had last year with D'Lo. But anyways, guys, that's just a quick update on my thoughts on the Nets this season so far. I've been in the comment section a lot recently making bets with people, and this is just a great topic for young players to consider. It's easy to see how this style gets reinforced as it's coveted by the media and fans. But if you're a coach, you know how frustrating these players can be. I'm definitely not ruling out the possibility that the Nets can turn it around this season, but it will take Kyrie changing his playing style. Take less shots, allow more pieces to get involved, and the defense definitely has to get better too. I'm not blaming Kyrie Irving. He's going to be himself. He's going to play how he plays. I'm simply responding to what people were commenting in our last video, not understanding why I thought the Nets are not necessarily better this year with him. This is exactly what I was talking about. We've got the Zach Norville video coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next one.